Well, it looks like it's time for me to embarrass myself in front of the internet yet again. The joys of starting fresh when literally nothing else has changed. So, anyways, as you guys are now seeing my beautiful face on the screen, let me introduce myself. Hi, my name's Ashley. I am your public trash can, I guess. So I guess I think this is my first video on this channel. May not be. I haven't been on YouTube in a while, specifically this channel. But as the literal music trash I am, and the fact that I am completely obsessed with music, I'm like, well, we might as well introduce the world to some more music that I believe is underrated. And it's a very short list, but I'm assuming that this video will probably be longer than need be, considering that I am a rambly, awkward turtle. Fun times. So I guess we're just gonna jump right in. So, number one on my list, definitely overall, is Mariana's Trench. Mariana's Trench, however you pronounce it. Potato, potato. Even though I've never heard anybody say potato. The world is a weird place. But yeah, Mariana's Trench. Proud trencher here. I know that they're really popular in Canada, which is where they're from. But personally here in the US, I believe that they're pretty underrated. If I ever ask anybody if they know who they are, they never really say anything, and which makes me kind of sad, but also, you know, they're one of those bands that I'm kind of possessive over, so I'm like, okay, I don't really want them to get big, because I want to have these, like, small shows where everything's, like, more of a personal family vibe, you know? Like the show that I recently went to on January 17th when they were here for the Hey You Guys tour, and they were playing the Marquee Theater. It was definitely a smaller crowd than obviously what they play at their home shows, but they have beautiful music. It's very well written. They're one of those bands where they definitely changed their style from album to album. Although the transfer between Fix Me and Masterpiece Theater was not as dramatic, there still was a change, and I absolutely loved it. Josh Ramsey, the lead singer, definitely knows what he's doing when it comes to writing, and the rest of the guys definitely know what they're doing when it comes to making their music. And I can definitely appreciate that. And yeah, so if you guys happen to like, I don't know, more the heavier, well, not really heavy because it's not super heavy, but Fix Me is definitely for those that are more into like the pop punk scene, even though it's not really pop punk in my opinion. And then Masterpiece Theater is a bit of that combined with orchestral music. And then Ever After kind of combines more of the pop side into that, but it's also very theatric. And then Astoria definitely has a lot of 80s stuff in it. So if you guys are into the 80s vibe, then I would say definitely check that out. And my phone charges. Yeah. The next band is Set It Off, which I also had the pleasure or fortunate experience to see them when they came here on March 17th, and they played at the Nile Theater. They also are definitely a band that has changed up their sound all the way from what I can remember with Baby You Don't Trip It Darda, and all the way now to their recent single for their new album, which yet has more information to be released on with their new single Uncontainable. I can definitely say that there are some orchestral aspects in it, and I definitely have a thing for that. But everything is it's really interesting. I believe, or at least from what I've listened to, Cody definitely has a little bit of a unique sound to his voice. And they're definitely, especially in Cinematics, which is their second most recent album release, they definitely have a lot of orchestral vibes in there. And they have some songs where, you know, you'll definitely get some tears to your eyes. Like, with me, I know that I Promise and Dad's Song are definitely some that are my favorites, and maybe it's just because there's such emotional strength to them, and it's definitely something that even if you do have an experience to resonate with or not, it definitely gets you feeling something, and for me it's very strong. But they really have something for everyone. Their most recent album, Duality, which I actually own on vinyl, praise the Lord, it's definitely, I believe there's something for everyone on that album. I think that the first song, if you guys are going to check out Set It Off, the first song that you should listen to is probably, I would say, Bleak December, because it combines their new sound and like some of their older stuff too. It has a very nice blend of the two. I'm sure that some of you have probably heard their song Why Worry, as it was nominated for Song of the Year for the APMAs last year, but sadly did not win. But it was still nominated, so you guys have probably heard that. I know that I've heard it in public before, and I was ecstatic. But yeah, Set It Off, give them a listen, and if you guys happen to like them, not only do they have something to them as, you know, musicians, and this is just the same with Mariana Trench, they're very kind-hearted people. They definitely care for their fans, and I haven't met Mariana Trench, but I've met Set It Off, and I can definitely say that they're some of the funniest, most unique human beings that you will ever meet, and they're definitely really kind. They're really good people to be around. They're definitely somebody that I think that everybody could talk to, and yeah. And my third and final artist is Against the Current. I know that they probably are a little bit more popular than these two. We'll save for Mariana Trench because they're like super popular in Canada. It's ridiculous. But Against the Current is definitely one that I've honestly recently found myself getting into their older stuff. But as soon as I found them actually through Set It Off, because I found their cover of Uptown Funk, and Chrissy, she's literally a powerhouse. Like, that girl has some lungs. Like, she can sing. And they also are probably, at least in my opinion, are a little bit more on the pop side with some of their songs, but there's still some elements in there that I'm used to listening to, because I listen to artists like My Chemical Romance and, you know, Fall Out Boy, Blink-182, The White Stripes, you know, that kind of stuff. But they definitely still, I don't know how to describe their sound, but whatever way you choose to describe it, it's absolutely incredible. And I can definitely give them props for having a creative style. And they're just blessed. Like, I want to see them live, like, really badly. I actually did almost see them when they came here last, which I believe was in November? I can't remember, but I almost did go see them live, but that didn't happen, which makes me kind of sad. But I definitely would say that you should give them a listen. I don't even have a first track to recommend. Like, they're all really good. They actually had a recent release called Running with the Wild Things, which is actually probably one of my favorite tracks right now. If you want to go give it a listen, go right ahead, be my guest. I'd be more than happy. And yeah, so I guess that's really all I have as far as artists that I believe are underrated and that you guys should give a listen to. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and hopefully you'll stick around for my next one if you really feel like subscribing to this small trash can. And if you guys want to see more music stuff, I'm probably going to be posting a record collection video soon. That will probably be up sometime next weekend or within the next 2 weeks, because I'm waiting for one that I just ordered today to get here. And I'll probably also be posting a cover soon, hopefully. But who knows? Stuff gets in the way sometimes. But anyway, to just end this mess of me rambling, I guess I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out. Have a good day. Bye!